How's it going today, baseball fans? I'm Steve for Grind That Stats Podcast. In this episode, I know what's your problem, Jacob DeGrom. Why you're injury prone, meaning you're hurt most of the time during your baseball career now. Why? The one main reason. I'm going to teach you, baseball fans, how the four-seam fastball works. Okay, this is the four-seam fastball. The four-seam fastball that pisses me off, that's used 100% of the time. This is the four-seam fastball. Okay, see how hard that ball is? This is the actual baseball, right? Now, grip it. Very hard, right? It's been used 10,000% of the time. But you get the idea, baseball fans. Now, grip it hard, right? You know how hard that baseball is right now? Now, throw it to a specific location, like a missile, right? Okay, what we have learned here today. Now, you have to grip the ball hard, right? Look at your muscle, right? It takes up most of your bicep, right? If you keep throwing the four-seam fastball 10,000 times in one season, it's going to tire out your arm. And it causes injuries. You can be hurt most of the time during your baseball career. You keep throwing the fastball 10,000 times. See, this is why, regardless, I'm a location pitcher. Why? Keep them guessing. That's the point. 2, when you locate, right? That's called contact pitching, which means it's to locate. Not only that, it saves your arm strength right here, so it doesn't tire your arm. See that? That's your bicep. The point is, don't tire out your arm. Even MLB show, where you don't tire out your arm, right? It leads to better command your pitches. Please, for the love of God, stop throwing the fastball 10,000 times, even MLB show, right? Why? Because the more you throw fastballs, your energy level goes way down that quick. Even you like baseball. Jacob DeGrom, the reason why you're injury prone, meaning hurt most of the time during your baseball career, Jacob DeGrom, is the four-seam fastball. You're being like Noah Syndergaard all over again. See, Noah Syndergaard, right? Your teammate back in the day, right? Jacob DeGrom, yes, you. This is what killed Noah Syndergaard, known as Thor. The four-seam fastball. Grip the ball that hard. He threw that pitch, the four-seam fastball, 1,000,000 times during his baseball career. See that? You know when you grip the hard that hard? See how I grip the ball, Jacob DeGrom? That's like you, right? You throw it to a specific spot 10,000 times. Worse, you're hurt most of the time. Because it affects your arm strength, right? The point is, don't tire out your arm. When you tire out your arm, correct? It leads to bad command. And you're asking power hitters a favor. You get smacked around for home runs. Because it's like a missile, right? There's no break, right? All you do is go, since today's baseball, in 4. It's out of here. The point is, Jacob DeGrom, you want to keep the train moving. You can locate. I know your case, Jacob DeGrom. Here's a solution for you, Jacob DeGrom, that solves everything, even your injury history. Like you get hurt most of the time. Look, in your case, Jacob DeGrom, just use the four-seam fastball 20% of the time. I want you to develop a two-seam fastball, which means fastball movement 20% of the time. Use that slider 20% of the time, which means, if you're new to baseball, the slider is a U shape, made to trick home run hitters like, oh, it's a missile pitch. Let's drive it in. Or whoops. That pitch went way outside for strike 3, and the batter got called out after strike 3. But you get the idea. Jacob DeGrom, use that curveball 20% of the time. I want you to develop a changeup. A changeup is the opposite of a fastball. Think of it like just hold it and just throw the pitch. The point is, don't grip it. The opposite of a four-seam fastball. Off-speed pitch, made to trick power hitters. When you use all the 5 pitches you throw, Jacob DeGrom, right? Not only it doesn't tire your arm, right? It leads to swing and a miss. And that solves everything. You get W's more, meaning wins more, Jacob DeGrom. And also, not only that, you make your batting opponents look very silly. And maybe one day, Jacob DeGrom, you could be unhittable. And also, most important, you can win a World Series title with the New York Mets. Jacob DeGrom, I hope you're listening, because they need you, especially in very big spots. Regardless. And what else? Alright, Jacob DeGrom. Before it ends the episode, do not be like Noah Syndergaard right now, Noah's door. I want you to use the pitches I told you earlier about percentages and go from there. Not only it solves your injury problems, like you get hurt most of the time during your baseball history, you'll be very unhittable. Let's go along with your teammate, Max Scherzer, and Chris Bassett, etc. Very simple, Jacob DeGrom. They need you. Because the way you pitch, I want you to locate the ball more, not just the fastball. Because one pitch, fastball, makes a very huge difference. The point is, just throwing the fastball 10,000 times straight, your opponent's going to drive it out of the yard. Because, foul through, bang, home run. What do you think, Jacob DeGrom? And this ends the episode of I Know What's Wrong with You, Jacob DeGrom. And please, don't be like Noah Syndergaard, Noah's door. This is what happens. I'm very annoyed with today's baseball, even MLB show. No matter what, you have to grip that fastball. Right? The 14 fastballs, like 100% of the time. Don't give a damn. Worse, it tires out your energy. And worse, you give a ton of home runs. Regardless, goes to everybody if you use the four-seam fastball. Because miss a pitch and you're gonna get smacked down for home runs by Progress a million times at bat. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Steve from Quine Stocks Podcast. And I'll see you in the next episode. The Professor is signing out. So long, everybody.